little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we all could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again no, or a man who would make potions in a traveling show. Well, I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. You can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is when you're in the woods. How's it going, folks? This is Wayne all back with another lesson and an absolute classic today. As always, we're looking at Elton John and Your Song. Absolutely love this song, and it does work quite well on an acoustic guitar. I think if you play it this way, a capoed up way. There's no bar chords in this, so I think a lot of sort of advanced beginners could take this on. And if you do want the chords, lyrics and the strumming pattern, as always, I'm going to post it up on my Patreon page, so there'll be a link to that in the comments. I'll also put a link in the description. And the way that works, for as little as a couple of quid a month or however much you want to pledge, you just click on the link, sign up, and it gives you guys access to not only this song, pretty much everything I've done coming up to 2 years now. So there's a hell of a lot of stuff up there. There's stuff to coincide with the technique lessons, the blues and the scale stuff that I've done if you're into that. There's some exclusive videos that are on YouTube, and there's a lot of videos there from the archive as well that I've got sort of forgotten about. So what you're waiting for, a link in the comments, a link in the description. If you don't want to do that, I've got a new feature which is like a super thanks link that's just under the video there. You can click on that and make a small donation. Again, very much appreciated. Thanks everyone who's subscribed, thanks for your continued support. Now if you are subscribed and you haven't done already, a further way you could help me out is hitting that little notification bell that's somewhere down there, so you get notified every time I post a video up. And if you want to, please go over and give me a like on social media. So I'm Wayne R Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok, as you always say. I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling without further ado. Let's get to it. Okay, so the song is in standard tuning, but as you can see for this version, you're going to want the capo on the 3rd fret, okay? Just while we're talking about capos, I'm just going to give the G7th Capo company a quick plug. I've had this particular capo about 18 months now. I don't know if you can see that. It's got my name sort of inscripted on the top, so it's sort of a personalised one. And they're just great, reliable, durable capos. I've got another one I've had for the best part of 15 years at a gig with regular, and it's never let me down. It's never, lost its grip. This is a performance-free model. If you're on the market for a capo, I'll put a link to that in the description down below there. So G7th Capo. Okay, so the intro to this song, we're going to want a C chord, F major 7. So I do the F major 7 with the C bass in. If you've never seen me do that before, it's just a regular F major 7. We're just going to move the 3rd finger to the 3rd fret and the A string relative to the capo, little pinky, 3rd fret and the D string. The next chord is a G chord, and it's up to you what G chord you use, but I prefer to use the 3-finger G with my 2nd, 3rd, little pinky on the 3rd fret relative to the capo on the top E string. And what that leaves is my 1st finger, to do a little embellishment, doing a G sus4, that's just putting my 1st finger on the 1st fret and the B string. That comes a little bit later on in the song. And then we go back to the F again. So I'll just play that through so you can see how that intro works. We've got the C, F, G, back to the F, Okay. Then when we get into the verse, it's going to be a C chord. We go to the F major 7. Then we go to a G, and then an E minor. That's going to be your first line. The second line is going to be an A minor. Now the next chord is an A minor slash G. So we're just going to keep that A minor shape on, and we're going to grab the 3rd fret and the low E string with a little pinky. Okay, the next chord is an A minor slash F sharp. So again, we're going to keep that A minor chord on. And the way that I do this, I grab the 2nd fret on the low E string with my thumb over the top there, and then we're going to go into an F. Okay, then the next line is going to be a C, a G, E, that's E major chord there. Then we're going to go to an A minor, and then the last line of the verse is going to be a C, a D minor, an F, and then a G, and then we do that G sus4 back to a G again. So that's going to be your first verse. So I'm just going to sing that through so you can see how that gels together. So we got, it's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. Okay, so that's all repeats again in verse 2, but the second verse ends with a C chord going into a C sus4. So the way that I do that, I just keep the C chord on and put my little pinky, that will be on the 3rd fret on the D string relative to the capo, and then we go back into the C again, and that's going to lead us into the chorus. Okay, so I'm just going to sing that second verse through so you can see how that gels together. So we got, if I was a sculptor, but then again no, or a man who makes potions in a travel show. Well, no, it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. Got C, C sus4, back to the C. Okay, so that's going to be your pretty much your verses. The next part is the chorus. So the chorus is going to be a G, then we go to an A minor, a D minor, and then an F. Okay, the second line is going to be an E minor 7. So the one that I'm doing, I'm just doing a regular sort of E minor chord. My 3rd finger is going to go on the 3rd fret on the B string relative to the capo. Then we go to an A minor, a D minor, an F. And like we do in the verse, we're going to go A minor slash G, A minor slash F sharp, and then there's a little stop on an F chord. And then the next line is C, D minor, F, and then a G, G sus4, back to the G again, and then we're going to run round the intro chords again, and that's going to all go round again, obviously your verse and your chorus. So I'm just going to sing that chorus through so you can see how that gels together. So here we go, so starting with the G. You can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is when you're in the world. We got G, G sus4, back to the G. We got the intro. Okay, and then we've got another verse and another chorus. So the only other part is the end of the chorus. We're going to repeat the line, I hope you don't mind. Okay, so what that would be is I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is when you're in the world. So that repeats. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life descending we go C, F, G, F, and we finish on the C. There we go. So that's pretty much the meat and potatoes of the song. So I think personally this works really well this way, and it's you know, accessible for a lot of beginners as well. It's a great song. Okay, so that just leaves us with a strumming pattern. Now I'm keeping this fairly simple. What I tend to do most of the way through the song is a down, down, up, up, down. So that's a down, down, up, up, down. So if you hear that around the chords, and that's pretty much all you're going to need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching it. You all loved that. You can't beat a bit of Elton John. Come on, if you don't like that song, you don't like music, as I always say. And if you are an Elton John fan, if you want to check out my rendition of Rocket Man as well, that's a good one to get down. It's up there somewhere in my lessons, so go and have a look at that one. And if you got any requests for any other, you know, it doesn't have to be Elton John, it can be anything 50s to modern day that's going to work well on an acoustic or an electric guitar within reason. So the easiest way to put a request in, so obviously comment below the video, or if you want to find me a personal message over through those social media platforms I suggested at the start of the video, you're very welcome to. I just always point out that I do get quite a lot of requests and I do have to sort of hemp at them a little bit. But don't let that put you off. Please do keep your requests coming, because that's what keeps this channel going, and it's very much appreciated. Another thing that's very much appreciated, I'll quickly mention it again, if you are subscribed and you haven't done already, please hit that little notification bell that's somewhere down there so you get notified every time I post a video up. The Patreon thing, sorry to keep banging on about it, you want the chords, lyrics and strumming pattern to not only this song, pretty much everything I've done over the past coming up to 2 years now, so there's a lot of stuff there. There's a link in the comments, a link in the description. If you don't want to do that and you'd like to, you know, to show some appreciation, I've got a new feature which is a super thanks link that's just under the video there. You can click on that and make a small donation. And I always say word of mouth is a powerful thing, so if you dig what I do, please like and share my videos, tell your friends, tell your work colleagues, anyone, you know, plays a guitar, please point them in my direction. So that just leads me to say, whatever time of day it is you're watching, maybe morning, day, night, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all for lesson very soon. Take care.